hadn't got back there, we ain't really been up in here.
Well, it's 4 feet deep.
Got a giant.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we went out on Lake Chatuge for this past weekend's tournament. We got a top 10 finish. It was a great tournament, had a little over 12 pounds. We're gonna play some of the highlight footage. I'm an idiot, I left most of the camera gear at home. I had just the camera this is being filmed on, that's it, no mics, no nothing. And I did not get all day because the camera kept dying. So, but we got quite a few of the fish, not all of them, but quite a few of them. So we'll play that footage first. It's only about 5 minutes long. But after that, we're gonna talk wacky rigs, because if you've been watching my videos here lately, a lot of my fishing has been with a wacky worm. And there's a couple certain things that I have been doing, colors and that sort of thing, that I have been doing to help me catch a lot more fish than a lot of other people. I was catching fish with this one color. I was throwing it, I think I caught 10 fish to Matthew's 1. So I'm going to drop all of that knowledge after the Chatuge clip plays, and the rods I'm using, all that stuff that helped me keep those fish pinned, because a lot of people have a hard time keeping wacky rig fish pinned. I'm keeping them pinned very, very well. So we'll play the Chatuge footage, and then after the footage, we'll talk wacky rigs.
My drag loose. He was huge. Good. Big one. Keep him tight. Good 2.5, 3.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Your weight is.
Oh no, he's not.
I'm telling you, bro, it's that shallow water fishing. It's awesome. It's the best. Are these the new bubble ones? Yeah. Transition. Woo!
Saw any fish yet?
No, it's. We're in the perspective mode. We probably should have studied this not in the tournament. I mean, I know what
y'all were able to visually see fish.
Oh no, well, we hadn't got back there. We ain't really been up in there yet. We're not up in here yet.
Well, it's 4 feet deep.
That's a good point.
You haven't?
Oh, he's got a giant. What is up with the net? Why is it backwards? He's got a giant. Bro said, "Oh, I got one." Bro just pulls in a 3-pounder. I got one. What the? Oh, he swallowed it. Get them little bubble rigs out.
Swap off them pliers.
They don't work.
They do work.
Barely. Literal thing. Literal. Goes out of limit. Put that little sunscreen on my feetsies. I'm already low-key already got another one. Big one. Oh, good one. Good. Yeah, good one. I'll get rid of the little one. I'll give us about 10 pounds. Should. He's digging. That's our spot. Yep, that's our spot. Big old spot, dude. Not West America. Where are you actually? 275, 3. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and trash old buddy Dad.
Huh?
Get in there, bro. I promise you it's huge. I promise you that fish is massive.
Isaac is going to make sure that he hooked him.
Going back. Bite me. Digging.
Oh, it just came off.
Oh!
I better not, bro. Dude. Mom.
What them want me to know?
I got him. Fat.
You can get that other one out.
Bro, I thought it was a bad cast.
Tell me which one's the smallest one.
I think blue.
No. Check this grain. Pretty sure it's blue. They'll dry. I wanted to just set them up here so I could get back in them. Huh?
I can't. I win.
Look at all the broad
Little giggy.
I mean, you can weigh him.
No.
He used to be 170.
Yeah.
My balls are itching, oh yes they are.
All right, so we'll talk. I'm not going to take all of your time on it. Maybe take 10 minutes at the most to talk a little bit about what I'm doing. How am I catching these fish? I'm catching them all over the place. Catching them at Norman, catching them at James, catching them at Chatuge, Hartwell, everywhere. I'm catching fish on the Wacky rig when a lot of people aren't. Because a lot of people are throwing green pumpkin. A lot of people are throwing, your standard green pumpkins, standard baby bass, Wacky rigs. And fish see a lot of that. So I think one of the big things that I'm doing differently with a wacky worm that a lot of people aren't doing is I'm throwing different colors. I am not throwing green pumpkin. I've not thrown green pumpkin at all. I think this one color I'm about to show you, this is like elite ball knowledge right here. Like I don't tell anybody this. I'm just going to drop it on YouTube. Because this has been my secret sauce for like 2 years. This is like the only wacky rig I throw. I don't throw anything else besides this color because it does so well for me. No issues. I caught my PB on this color. Caught all the fish on Chatuge today on this color. Caught all the fish on Norman on this color. So I mean, like it's insane. And that color is PB&J, peanut butter and jelly wacky worm by Yamamoto. Bass Mooch does not make this in the solo yet. We're working on it, I promise. But Bass Mooch does not make this in the solo yet. I'd like the Yamamoto. When they do make it in the solo, I probably will be throwing it in the solo, and they're making a new wacky worm that's coming out pretty soon. So that will probably be one of the colors as well because this color is plain out catches fish, but it does not have to be peanut butter and jelly. This color is hard to find. We order these online. This is a very difficult color to find. It can be June bug. It can be anything different. Like it doesn't have to be super different like this. I mean, it's literally a June bug on top and a pumpkin seed on the bottom, like an orangey brown on the bottom. So it's not like it's super weird. It's not. So it literally, it's just this. I've caught a lot of fish on this worm specifically. I brought it in from the boat, because I didn't bring any of the gear that I was using in here. It's just a June bug, like a pumpkin seed color on the bottom, and with a green and red flake. That's all it is. And I've done so well with this worm. I don't know what it is about this color. It's just been my secret sauce for years. But I'm dropping it on the YouTube. But it doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be peanut butter jelly. It can be June bug. It can be pumpkin seed. It can be anything but green pumpkin, because everybody throws a green pumpkin worm. Everybody. So especially if you're on heavily pressured bodies of water, green pumpkin will definitely get the job done for you. Or not green pumpkin thing, like a different color. You could throw black and blue in clear water. June bug. I don't know what white. I don't know, but this color has just been what I've been throwing. But they're hard to find, so you got to go look for them pretty hard. Another thing is hooks. A lot of people throw drop shot hooks with their wacky worms. I get it. It's very similar to a wacky hook, but I don't like it as much because there's a smaller gap, especially when you're playing around with bigger fish like we were today. You have that smaller gap to hook that fish. You're not gonna have as good of a hookup ratio with a drop shot hook. So a wacky rig hook is very, very essential in my opinion. Bass Mooch, Cobra, they make a wacky hook. If you use my code Knuckleheads15 on bassmooch.com, which you can get a lot of this gear that I'm going to talk about today on bassmooch.com, you can get them for like $2.50 a pack for I think 5 or 6 hooks. I used a 1/0 size in the Bass Mooch Wacky Cobra hook, and it's a slick coated hook and a sticky sharp. So it's probably the best hook you'll get for the price. I'm not joking or anything. Like it's insanely good. Slick coated, so it gets in the fish's mouth and everything. But hooks are very important. I am throwing an O-ring. I'm not throwing the VMC crossover ring, so I think that has cost me a few fish. I don't hook a fish. Like sometimes, like I'll feel the weight and I'll reel in my slack, and then I'll pull this worm out of the mouth. I think with a crossover ring, if you rig it straight through instead of like I don't have a wacky hook in here, but like I'm just gonna use treble hook for example. Like with an O-ring, you have to do that right there. You have to rig it on the side. I feel like when you do rig it straight through and like you're feeling the weight and you're reeling in your slack, you will hook more fish doing that. So I feel like going in through the worm this way, like that, is a lot better. But I buy the O-rings because I'm cheap. But like it doesn't cost you a ton of fish. It costs you a few though. It will cost you a few fish, which could be the difference in a win or a lose in a tournament. But again, that's pretty important. The line I'm throwing, you want to make sure you have good visibility, like good high vis line. The line I use is a Zing Katana braid. I use it in the baby blue. They make a lime green as well. I'm able to see my line tick, which is also very important so those fish don't swallow that. Like you notice I grabbed my Bubba, I don't know what it's called. It's a tool that helps get deep hooks out. I grabbed it a couple times, but we caught a ton of fish. I didn't get a lot of them on camera. But I not a ton of them swallowed it because I was able to see my line tick and set my hook before they could swallow it all the way, which is what you want. So I use a Zing Katana braid and baby blue. I use 10-pound and then to an 8-pound Zing Gora fluorocarbon leader. It's been working phenomenally for me. I didn't break a single fish off today. All right, so I think the rod is very, very important. So the rod I'm using this is not the rod specifically, this is a casting rod, but I'm using the Level NGX 7-foot medium moderate. A lot of people throw medium fast with a wacky rig. The blank and the NGX rods are a little bit stiffer than a lot of other rods out there on the market, which is very good for a lot of things, but small little hook baits like a wacky rig and a shaky head and things like that, it's not as good for. So like the shaky head, like when I'm throwing a shaky head and I need a harder hook set, I'm usually actually throwing that on my medium light fast because it has a little bit more immediate backbone. And that's what I like. It has more backbone in the tip. So I can get the hook penetrated, and then it has a little bit more give with that medium light blank. But the medium moderate, it's a more moderate tip, but it's not too much. It's not too much give. So I'm able to keep the fish is able to run with this hook, and it's able to keep the hook pinned in its mouth, and it gets that moderate rod, gives it some more give, so it's not going to pull that hook out. And I think that is very, very important with a wacky worm, is making sure you have Also with your drag set too. Like I fished this bait today with the tight drag. I fished it with a tight drag. The first fish I hooked all day, or I didn't even hook it. I set my hook and I saw it. I saw it roll, and my drag slipped. And then I'd like almost tighten it down completely. And I didn't have to really worry about it because I had enough bend in that rod to give that fish some slack or give him some give so he doesn't pull that hook out. But I think it's very important. So big thing, rod that has a little bit more give to it. So they make the medium moderate and the NGX, which with my code you can get for about 150, 145. They make the medium fast in the rake. The level rake series, new level rake series. You can get it for $85 with my code. It is the same blank as the NGX, just does not have the Fuji guides and does not have all of the carbon features like the carbon butt, carbon reel seat, and the carbon X-Wrap. But it has EVA foam, and the big thing with the rake series spinning rods is the reel seat on them is above the grip is above the reel seat. It is not below it like it is on the NGX rods like this. Like the spinning rods are just like this. The grip is below the reel seat. The rake rods, the grip is above on the spinning rods, not on the bait, not on the casting rods. Casting rods look like this, but on the spinning rods, it's up here. So if you like to hold your spinning rod above your reel seat, you probably like that a lot better as well. So it's just personal preference. NGX is a little bit more sensitive. It is a little bit more durable. And if you're wanting to pay the extra money to get a better rod, I definitely recommend the NGX because it does have that more moderate action. But the rake series is also a very, very good choice if you're not wanting to spend a ton of money and ball on a budget. But rod, throw different colors. I gave out my secrets. PB&J. If you want to go buy it, buy it. It's hard to find. So, but just anything different from green pumpkin and baby bass. Throw something a little bit different. Throw something different from everybody else, especially on those pressured lakes. If you're not on like a lake that there's not a lot of pressure on, or you get to the lake that morning and there's like 3 boats in the parking lot, then throw your green pumpkins. But there's a lot of pressure and you think I want to switch it up a little bit, colors like PB&J and similar colors like this. Bass Mooch makes a bunch of colors. They got Plum Magic, which is like almost a complete June bug with a little bit of like a darker purple and then a lighter purple and a couple other cool colors that are a little bit different as well. So you can go check those out at bassmooch.com. But you can get most everything I talked about today on bassmooch.com. You can use code Knuckleheads15, save 15% on your whole order. It would help me out a lot, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button. That would be greatly appreciated. I will leave everything linked in the description, so you can just go click that link. It'll take you straight to Bass Mooch, so you can go pick it up for yourself. Rods, line, hooks, weights, everything, so you can go get it. But that's all for today. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also hit the sub button if you are new. We'll catch you guys in the next one.